Hey, my beautiful tea leaves, and welcome to your Libra reading for the month of August 2022. However, my readings are timeless, so when this comes to you is when this reading is meant for you. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. If that is the case, please check with your moon and or rising sign, as well as even check with your Venus sign for those looking for something more geared towards relationships and love. Also, if you are looking to schedule a personal reading with me, the information for that will be listed in the description box below. That is the only way to schedule a personal reading with me, or any reading or anything like that. Any type of scheduling will only be done through the links listed in the description box below. So I will never reach out to anyone via social medias on any platform to schedule a reading. So if you see a comment or anything like that saying you need to, schedule a reading with me, you've got some kind of curse on you or whatever, that is not me, Libra. That is a scammer, and just go ahead and report and block. So the only time you can get a reading with me, like I said, that wonderful email address, description box below. Alrighty, so if you will go ahead and give this a like and share this out, I will appreciate it, and I'll appreciate you all the more, Libra. This is the main reading for the month of August. There will be a mid-month bonus coming later in the month to see if we missed anything in this reading, kind of like a spot cleanse, but also to check and see if any energies have changed from this reading, because tarot is all about energy, and we all know that we have free will, so things could change pretty much at any point for us. All right, with all that being said, and without any further ado, all right, Libra, let's get your reading started. Okay, Libra, so this is how this is going to work. We're going to pull some cards to kind of just figure out, do a little general spread to see what the general messages are for the month of August. What's going on, how are we feeling, what's coming at us, things like that. From there, we will go ahead and do the love or romance portion, relationship portion of the reading, where I will pull cards for both singles and those in a committed relationship. After that, we will go ahead and pull some advice moving forward via a separate deck. And then we will close it off with an oracle card from the universe. Well, a couple oracle cards from the universe to just kind of finish everything off. See what the final messages are, final vibrations, things like that. You get what I'm trying to say, Libra. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. You've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I'm going to go ahead and take that card because it looked like it wanted to come out and it was dangling. Whoa. You have got the Eight of Pentacles. You have got the Seven of Wands. Alrighty. You got the Death card in the upright. Alright. Two more for Libra, please. Six of Cups, so reminiscent. And the World card, wow, we've got some strong major arcana energy right here. Off the bat, underlying energy, the Page of Cups. Okay, in the reverse, nonetheless. All right, Libra. So Wheel of Fortune. So things haven't been really going in our favor lately. We've been feeling blase, luck hasn't been on our side. You're going through some stuff. But with the Wheel of Fortune in inverted or in the reverse, you could be just going through a karmic cycle as well. You can be going through a cycle that has not completed yet. All right, with this Eight of Pentacles right here, it's showing me that you want to be proud of the things that you've worked on. You're taking time to be proud of what you have accomplished versus, okay, I could have done more, I should have accomplished more, but I'm proud of where I've gotten. And you're kind of at, things are kind of combative with you right now. So there's some combative energy with the Seven of Wands. Like, you're really trying to stick up for yourself. Like, you're not letting anybody really tell you what it is because they say it is. You're like, I know better than that. So you got the Death card right here. Now you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but this is what this tells me is that you've got a new beginning coming. You're kind of like, you know what, I'm done with old shit. So yeah, you still have this Wheel of Fortune card in the reverse, but you're like, you know what, if it ain't for me, it ain't for me. I'm not going to worry about it. So with the Six of Cups, you know, you're starting to remember the good times. You're starting to remember the good qualities about you. You're starting to remember things that were important to you versus, you know, what's important necessarily to people that are superfluous in your life, that don't really matter at the core essence, right? So you're kind of just, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, if you're a family person, you got children, you're thinking about your kids. You're like, I want to start things off great. Maybe you want to have children, you know, and then you got the World card in the upright. So things are changing. That cycle that may not have completed may now have completed. That bad luck, all that is going to change. You know, you're going to find out that the more playful you are, the more happy you are, the more you're inviting those good vibrations into your life, the more that those good vibrations will actually come to you and quicker. So things are starting to look really, really good for you. All right. You may not feel it right now with this Page of Cups. Maybe you're like, you know, I'm just not feeling it. I don't see it as, you know, the things are really, really going to change. But you know what? Fake it until you make it is kind of the vibe that I'm getting from you right here, Libra. All right. All right. Interesting. Interesting. And for those of you that are curious, we are using the Maxwell Rainbow Tarot this month. And the Maxwell's Rainbow Tarot is a Kickstarter deck that I have received that is hand-drawn, each card individually by a young 6-year-old boy who loves the tarot and with the assistance of his mom has created this deck for all of us to enjoy. And if you want to learn more about Maxwell, his tarot deck, and the story behind it, the description box will have the link to that below. Alrighty. So the next thing we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do the relationship or the love portion of the reading. So this portion is, or this particular reading right here will be for all of the singles. So for the people that are in a not so committed relationship, that are just not, anything that's not committed, all right? If you haven't changed the status on social media, you're probably not in a committed relationship. If he sort of somewhat wants to be with you, she sort of somewhat wants to be with you, but you know, there's limits and boundaries, you're probably more single than you think, and this probably qualifies for you. So let me get a couple more shuffles in for the single Libras, and then we'll pull a few cards and get that party going for you. All right, you deserve love. We all deserve love, Libra. Don't doubt that you don't deserve something good coming your way. Just because you're single right now, maybe you've been single for a hot minute or two, but that does not mean that love is not for you. That does not mean that, you know, you don't stand a chance in this world. We all do. I won't say there's somebody for everybody, because that would be, you know, I hate when people say like, oh, there's someone for everyone. No, because then we start telling ourselves, I know that person's out there for me, and you're actually starting to search and look and deduce people till you find the one that's yours, instead of just letting it organically and naturally happen. There are some people that are meant to be single for the rest of their lives, okay? That's just their path, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just relationships don't work for them. So don't think that, you know, if you want a relationship and you're working on yourself and you're doing the work and everything, people will be attracted and will come to you. You just got to continue doing the work, all right? So you do deserve love. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at its work in your love life right now. So yes, single. You're single right now for a reason, because the universe, you know, the people you pray to, things like that, the energies you pray to, you know, whatever your faith may be, is at work for you. You know, we see like the angels right here, and they've got stuff hidden under their gowns because they're working on things for you. It's a little sheltered from you right now, and you might not see it, but it is there, and it is in practice. So you just gotta wait for it. You know, if you have it too soon, it's gonna fall apart. So just be calm, work on you, do the things that make you happy, make you fall in love with yourself, make you fall in love with the world, okay? And those vibrations literally pull love to you. And what happens? So it's saying to flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. So in order to meet that person, even if all the energies and everything was all in proper perspective, if you're not out there kind of mingling, and meeting the person, they're not just going to fall through your roof onto your lap, okay? If they did, that would probably be a bad thing. So, make sure that when you see somebody that you kind of like, you're kind of vibing with, put that little flirtatious vibe out so you don't miss the person that the universe is working on for you, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you, singles. And then next we have the Libras that are in a committed relationship. So those with rings on their fingers, that have taken the vows, those with rings on their fingers that are waiting for their vows, those that are possibly waiting for the ring but have been with that significant other for quite some time. You change the status on social media. Everybody knows you're together. This is for you guys. All right, and we have reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that it will all work out for the best. All right, so there might be some Libras out there in marriages, relationships that are having some issues right now and need to take some space to kind of really think about what it is they're in the relationship for, what it is they want from themselves, what they're willing to put into the relationship, and what they want from the other person and what they're willing to put into the relationship. So a lot of reflection, a lot of shadow work probably needs to be done for a specific Libra or a group of Libras at this time. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Well, you know what, if you're having some issues, maybe you guys need to actually go out and date again. Maybe you're at a stalemate in your relationship where just there is no excitement, there is no vibration. It just seems very vanilla and very dull because you forgot how to be friends. You forgot how to go do those quirky, stupid things that you did in order to gain the attraction and notice of your significant other. Just because you've been married for, I don't care if it's 20, 30, 40, 50 years, you still need to date and court one another. Do those little surprise breakfasts in bed, do those little surprise trips, make those little cheesy cards for each other every so often, write a love letter, send that love text of a song lyric that you heard that day that just really made you think of them. Take that little 3-day vacation or whatever that you haven't taken in a while and just go do something really, really fun. Hey, that might mean you guys going to Chuck E. Cheese and playing skee ball and looking like a complete pair of dorks, but having a great time not worrying about things doing it, okay? And then you have emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So this is really showing me that there is some Libras out there that are going through a really hard time in their committed relationship, okay? And you might have some resentments, maybe somebody cheated, maybe somebody did something really, really horrible, and you're like, I'm trying to let go. There are things you can do to kind of walk yourself through it. Go get some counseling, either couples or separately, in both in many cases, and really work through those hardcore emotions. I know everybody's like, oh, I don't want to go to counseling. That's for suckers, or, counseling gets a bad rap, but it's more beneficial than you could ever imagine. And once you actually do the work, once you open yourself up to being assisted, and granted you found a good counselor that actually knows their stuff and things like that. So don't just go to whoever, because you can find people that are just take your money, and then you can find people that just really don't care. But find one that's reputable and one that, works on your specific type of problems and things like that. And, have them help you go through the situation and help them, help you both understand why, how, whatever the case may be, or if that stuff is even important, okay? Because sometimes we can hold on to things and resent people for things that don't even matter in the grand scheme of things, all right? So, there's a lot going on. There's, for the specific Libras out there that are really working through some stuff, everything's possible. Anything can be reconciled. Anything can be recovered. You just have to put in the work and have to know who you are as people, why you came into your relationship, engagement, marriage, or whatever, and really work on things and really know what the integrity of a commitment means to you guys, okay? So let's go ahead and get some advice moving forward with our Morgan Greer deck this month. And see what the tarot says we need to do, what we need to think about, what we need to concentrate on, maybe what we need to fix, what we need to invest in. Let's just see what advice we have moving forward for Libra in August of 2022. Alrighty, let's pull some cards. So you have the Hangman in reverse. You have the Seven of Wands. I think you have the Seven of Wands in your general spread too. That's probably all that combative energy that's going on. And the Justice in reverse, okay? And you have the Three of Cups. So there may be a Libra out there that has been having a little too much fun on the side. There might be some infidelity. There might be some over partying, you know, overuse of some things. Okay, so what you need to do right now is kind of stand back and observe. Don't make any movements, because making movements might bring about that combative energy that you don't want. It will not end in your favor. All right, fighting against stuff right now, going against things, being resistant, being loaded with ego is not going to be of the best benefit for you right now. So right now is a good time for you to just kind of stand back. But you know what? Stand back in the sense of like reflection. Don't stand back in the sense of I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do the work. I'm just going to watch and see. Like, that's kind of not what this means. It just means going forward. It's like resist fighting, because it won't end in your favor. Okay. Do the work. Find out that resisting having a neutrality, resisting being reciprocal, things like that are just not going to benefit you. Like, I know you have resentments, and I know you have things that you might be upset about if your partner, or, you know, however, has done things that have hurt you and harmed you in really significant ways. It's really difficult to not have resentment. I get it. But, you know, like I said, you know, find ways to do the work if it's important to you, if that person meant enough to you, if that situation meant enough to you. There's always ways to find a healthy resolve. If that means, you know, separating or splitting ways or whatever, you know, you can still do it where each of you can walk away with a healthy understanding. So that way, when you go forward into other relationships or other prospects, you're not carrying around so much emotional baggage and damaged heart or emotions or mind. So be responsible for the messes you make, even on other sides of the street, okay? If you let your trash blow into the other people's yard, you should still go and clean it up. That's all I'm saying. So let's go ahead and get a couple of cards from the Gentle Creature Wisdom deck to kind of close off this reading for you, Libra. And then that's 3 cards. We're not going to take the 3, because that's a few more than I want to take. I only want to do 2 right here. And they didn't quite fall out, so I think I just accidentally flipped those or something. There we go. So, invitation and quest. So I think right now the universe, the world, God, all of that is telling you right now is a good time for you to understand, learn, and really go on some soul searching, okay? So it's inviting you to learn a lot about what you want, what other people want, what situations ask of you, what you want out of those situations, boundaries, you know, things that, you know, things that satiate your soul. It's letting you learn all of it right now. It's inviting you to do so, but it's not coming, you know, with moonlight and roses and unicorn farts and all that. What it's coming with is a lot of work, with a lot of quests. You're going to be asked to go through the ringer in order to come back with knowledge, understanding, even a sense of calmness, reserve, all those things that make you better understand you in any one given situation. So any situation that would, you know, call to you to have a higher understanding, a higher ability in anything. So that's what I'm kind of getting, is all of this is happening for a greater reason. So if you're going through some serious strife right now, Libra, it is not without its purpose. So I just want to tell you, Libra, thank you so much for letting me read for you this month, every month. And speaking of, every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, is the live Tarot and Tea All Signs reading with an open and live chat that you can join in. We all kind of sit, chit chat, say hi to each other, pull out cards for each sign of the Zodiac, in tandem, and then go ahead and get the reading that might help you kind of figure out what to do with that week or anything like that, or something major that might be going on in your world. So if you didn't find a whole lot of information in this reading, you know, maybe a few things stuck out, maybe a few things resonated, try the weekly reads. They usually help out quite a bit with a lot of people. But with that all being said, Libra, I want to thank you once more, and I hope to see you at the weekly readings. But if I don't, I hope to see you at least sometime between now and forever. You take care, Libra. Have a great one.